back's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off. And you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, 'cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight, don't lose it. If you gotta do it, die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go on, prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the close minders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change who you were born to be. Getting back up, that's the only backup plan you need.
How about now? Sound check. Oh, we're having tons of there's all kinds of technical difficulties right now. There we go. Let's see if we can get the pump stream to also come on and kick on right now. We had some people tuning in. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to shut that one down. There we go. We got it working. Man, perseverance, man. That's the trick right there. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. And we're live on Pump Fun. Let's go. Wait a minute. Sound check. Boom. Good. Okay. Check, check, check. Hey, we did a test right before the stream and it went good. But there's always a little curveball when it comes to this stuff, right? There's always a little curveball that you got to make sure that you really want it. You almost activate it a little bit. You're like, of course, it has to happen during a live stream, but we do it no matter what, man. We do it no matter what. And yeah, let's talk about these markets. We had a little bit of a correction. That's okay. Uh, there's some executive orders being signed on some psychedelic drugs. I think everybody's going to be far out pretty soon anyway. So we're going to have some fun up in here. I see people tuning in on Pump Fun. I see people tuning in on X. I see people tuning in also on YouTube. I want you guys to know the giveaways are going to be on the Pump Fun, where we're kind of heating up the chat over there, and we're also laying the foundation of a project that's constantly streaming over on Pump Fun. So if you're here for the giveaways, for sure you guys are going to want to find the XPX on Pump Fun, XPX Pay. Make sure you get the right one because there's already a whole bunch of them, right? So that is Pump Fun for you. But yeah, we're looking really good. Markets are looking, just a nice little correction. We're still above some numbers we would have wished to be above. And yeah, things are just heating up. Things are just heating up. The overall crypto market cap is at 2.55 trillion. Just the other day, we would have wished that it was at that, right? So yeah, we were going up and the markets were pumping, and now they kind of corrected a little bit, but it's above the numbers that just a few days ago we would have been very happy to be above because we kept trying to get above that round number of 2.50, and now we're above that number, right? So Bitcoin as well. I mean, some really nice legs up. Even on the daily chart that I was looking at, even the 4-hour chart, this break above the 200 moving average has been pretty valid and consistent along the way. We did do a nice little, new little 78,300 and some change. Whoa, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. So things are definitely heating up. We're above 75K. We would have loved to be above that just not too long ago when we were first doing this over here at 68,000. So yeah, the markets are correcting a bit, but things are looking pretty good. We still got some work to do on the higher time frames, breaking above the 200 is where this thing really sets on fire, really starts to look really cool on the scene. And so yeah, we're waiting for that, right? We're waiting for this. We're still waiting for this, break above this 200 moving average and come towards this upper value range of 92K, and we're gonna be sounding like Saphir, and we're so back. We're so back. And we do have this gap that we can trade into. So we are headed in the direction that we would want these things to play out in our favor, and that's looking really nice, right? So keep that in mind that you got to give the market some air to breathe because it is still going in that direction that we want it to. It's looking pretty nice, right? The trend is still pretty intact. It's looking pretty healthy, and that's on the daily chart. Weekly chart, a little bit more spooky, but we did bounce off the 200 on the weekly, and it goes to show you, like, if you're gonna respect the 200, if there was a spot for us to bounce off of, it was gonna be right there. We needed to bounce off of this because the gaps underneath this 200 moving average looked crazy. Crypto didn't wanna hear, 40K BTC. That sounds crazy, right? So getting back above this upper valley range, 81,000 on the weekly chart is going to be feeling a lot more bullish, right? People are going to be kind of excited at seeing 81,000 BTC on the weekly chart. That's going to look really nice and healthy. Um, but this 4 hour chart is what we've been paying attention to. It's been looking really nice. Really, we got to accept. It could bounce. It could bounce on this right here and keep going up on the 200. So that's pretty nice. Let's go to ETH. This one's been also doing really good. Like I said, little correction, but we gotta take what the market's giving us right now. This is what the market's producing, right? We're still above this 200 moving average on ETH. So all your favorite ETH plays, we could stay on this path of, ETH on the 4 hour chart looking really good, coming over to the 2 hour chart or the chart to come and break above this 200 moving average. That's gonna be the make or break right there for the market. Did we have a baby bear? Did we have a cub? Was it what kind of bear was it? Was it what type of was it a grizz? Remember Harlan Williams when he was on the Joe Rogan show? He had his chest had like he got attacked by a grizz. He was trolling Joe Rogan so hard. Oh my god, that was so funny. That was so funny. Um, but maybe the bear, we're gonna be able to turn this thing around, even on ETH. Looking at these prices on the 4 hour chart, this is where all this excitement is being confirmed. This is why the markets are excited. And this is something that we're gonna want to pay attention to. If you guys are tuning in on YouTube or X, make sure you guys do bounce over to Pump Fun. We already got like 12 people over there. We're laying our foundation over there, streaming on Pump Fun, letting people know that there's a channel that they can pull up to, get some alpha, get project XP, with some people in the space, some diamond hand holders, and a project that really wants to take this so far. All right. So I bought a coin yesterday, made a few bucks, and hours later, and it went to 4 million. Of course, I sold. I feel you, man. I feel you, man. I know. You know what? You're not a real trench warrior if you haven't felt that pain yet. You're just you don't tell me you've been in the trenches and you haven't had. We've all been in the shoulda, coulda, woulda boat. We all been in the same shoulda, coulda, woulda boat. Chilling in there and trying to figure things out. But yeah, so ETH is looking pretty healthy right now as well. Still trading above this 200. Well, again, just going to this daily chart, trading into this gap, getting above the 200 moving average. That's where things are going to get really exciting. That's where things are going to get more exciting. So we got XRP for the XRP fam. I know they pull up. We got to give a shout out to the normies. Hey, you want to learn to respect the 200? There you go. That is the biggest bear bull indicator, in stocks, futures, forex, whatever you're trading options. Check out the 200 moving average, and you'd be surprised, on multiple time frames how accurate this could really be. Right. So this is that price action on XRP, the break over the 200 that, after all this prolonged period underneath the 200 moving average, nice solid breakout, BTC breaking out, markets getting a little euphoric. Of course. Yeah. We get you know, some speculation on the market that we're so back and things go a little bit higher. Right. So XRP looking good. We're just going to be eyeing kind of the same thing. Daily chart Can we get above the 200? Can we trade into the gap? Can we get to the upper valley range of 232? 232, a dollar up from here or so? Man, XRP people will be very happy. Let's talk about the BNB family. I mean, of course, BNB always holding really strong. Even when the market corrects, it tends to have a mind of its own. But the whole market overall has been consolidating. This has been a perfect example of what's been going on in the market for the last 2 months, and this is why we're so excited right now with this couple like little legs up on the market because we had nonstop down consolidation, then a downtrend, and then consolidation for 2 months. So yeah, we want to see the markets pick up. We want to see people get excited again, and yeah, really close to that. We're actually extremely close. Even on the daily charts, it's looking better. 4-hour chart gives us a better view of why the markets are so exciting. Obviously, we're doing this for a while, some consolidation, and then this break above this 200 moving average is why we're seeing, this positive break in the market. You're seeing it on Bitcoin, you're seeing it on this, you're seeing it on that. The market's getting a little bit hot. Yes, right now we're a little bit more sensitive. So right when the markets might even correct, people just do like knee-jerk reactions right away, and they're giving people, I mean, great entries. Really, really. We're going to talk about some great entries actually today. XPX, LOL, Solana, Teary, the Luxurious Lounge, the Whale Miner community that's been knocking it out the park. Shout out to all of them. Ben Billions, Nira holding it down for them, and really, with their play on, the Teary fam, no crying in the casino. And you look, I think some people right now that are not crying and looking at the market as a potential spot right now to really look at. I think this is looking pretty good. We're seeing some confirmations. We're not seeing complete confirmations all the way. Shout out to Brett family as well. Shout out to the Brett family, of course, man. Shout out to the Brett family. Shout out to everybody, man. This is a WAGMI movement. I'm not shy about that. Just because you win doesn't mean I lose. We got to stop thinking like that, fam. So BNB looking really nice in the space. 4-hour chart looking healthy. And again, we're so back when we get above this 200 moving average. This thing right here, get the trading into this gap in this lower valley range of 918. It's going to be hard for somebody to be bearish at 918 BNB. Come on now, you're going to be bearish on that? How? Let's talk about that soul, baby. Woo! Solana did hit $90 a couple times. I know all you soul legions are listening right now. I know you guys are paying attention. Definitely hit that like $90 2 times. Price got rejected right there. We're going to check that out on the 4-hour chart. But again, you look at this daily chart, a lot of the same topic. You can see why we're ready. You can see why the markets are just like, come on, let's go. Let's do it. Let's come up here. Let's go to this upper valley range, 168 Solana. And you guys are still going to be buying Solana at that price. Instead of right now, watch how many people are going to be coping at 168 Solana, like we say in the space. It's like, oh my God, I gotta buy more SOL for Teary. I gotta buy more SOL for XPX. I gotta buy more SOL for LOL. I gotta buy more SOL for Whale Miner. Now SOL is freaking $200. What the heck? It just keeps going up. Freaking SOL. But 4-hour chart on SOL, this is what we're seeing. And we could be having this little instance of this, touch on the 200 moving average, continuation back up to this 90 to really break passes. And we break past this upper valley range, things are going to get a lot more bullish on this daily chart, right? And that's what we really want to happen. That's what we really want to happen is this more bullish momentum from the lower time frames to spill into the higher time frames and get not just us excited, but get the whole market excited. Forget about just us. How about everybody? How about everybody? That's why we're doing a giveaway in just a bit, fam. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. If you guys are listening over on X, jump over to Pump Fun on the XPX stream. We're laying the foundation over there to let people know, hey, we got massive communities on X. We got massive communities on YouTube. We got massive communities on Telegram. And hey, we're going to lay this foundation. I'm going to be talking about your guys' play, even on the XPX, because it's a different movement, man. Like I said, because you win doesn't mean we lose. We want everybody to win. We want to be surrounded with winners. We want to make a circle of winners, and we can help you win, and you're part of the circle. That's a win-win for the circle. That's a win-win for the circle, fam. Let's do this. Honestly, what are we waiting for? So Solana looking really good. Could it be a bounce? Obviously, if we broke underneath this stuff, then yeah, prices can go lower. But I think the markets are looking pretty good. They're pretty neutral on the fear and greed index. Maybe things are good, maybe things are not good. We're a little bit more sensitive. The market's a little bit more touchy right now, but we are still above that 2.50, which is that round number that, as you guys can see when we got above it, did it not get bullish? I don't we didn't we're just paying attention to this stuff. That's it. Very nice, very nice. I see we got 16 people over on the Pump Fun fan. If you guys are listening on YouTube, if you guys are listening on X, go over to Pump Fun and join us on the live stream over there because it's lit and we're about to do the giveaway over there because we're shaking up some noise on the Pump Fun streams over there. We're letting them know what's up. We're bringing some of the X vibes over there. You guys tired of being banned for shilling too hard on X or shadow ban or the shadow realm, wherever they put us? I don't know where they put the crypto people. They put us somewhere very obscure. So put them over here in the shadow realm. Put them over here in this dark corner and stuff, and they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. But imagine if spaces were on Pump Fun eventually. Yeah, some of the biggest spaces in the space over on Pump Fun making noise too. Be kind of crazy. Bring in a whole crowd over there. And that's what we're doing. We're laying that foundation right now. I can't go to the Pump Fun stream because obviously it's gonna show the stream key or whatever like that. But what I will do is let you guys know that if you guys want to watch the chat, jump over to that Pump Fun stream so you guys can go ahead and watch who's gonna win the next win for XPX. So let's actually do it right now. Let's pick a number 1 through 100. I have the number already. Spam the chat in the Pump Fun stream on pumpfun.com. You're gonna find us right at the top. If you go to Pump Fun right now, you're most likely gonna find us right on the front page. You go to the home page on Pump Fun. Just over here. Go to live streams. And you see us right here. This is us. This is us. All right. So come find us over here on this live stream. We're on the front page of Pump Fun and join us for the giveaways. All right, let me pay attention to these numbers. Nope, 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 nope. I'm scrolling, so we'll see if anybody's got it. I gotta catch up. I'll catch up pretty quick. Somebody put a long number. That's funny. Appreciate that. Chat is heating up. That's another thing is we found out that as the chat gets spammed over here and you're not getting banned for spamming, you're actually being incentivized to be bullish in the freaking chat on Pump Fun. The chat starts to heat up. We're heating up level 2 over here as I'm scrolling for the winner of the XPX. So we've already probably given away like $500 worth of XPX. It's just constantly growing too. Well, we have our first winner. This person's been winning back to back, man. If you're looking for some wins, no, the number was 39. We're going to be doing another one right now. Like I said, join me over on Pump Fun. If you're listening on X, this is how we're gonna lay our foundation over here. We're on the most viewers, we're on highest market cap. We're over here laying the foundation of XPX, of LOL, of Whale Miner, of the Luxurious Lounge, of Teary. We're bringing our Telegram vibes, our X space vibes, and shaking things up over here. Kicking up dust is a must, fam. Kicking up dust is a must, and that's what we're doing over here. So we got this live over here. People are paying attention to us. They see us in the space. They see what we're doing. This person's been winning pretty nice, man. They've been winning some XPX back to back, and it's nice to see people winning. And like I said, creating that winner's circle, no matter what. That's really nice. So this is going already really, really great. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And what's up, brother? What's up? I see you, bro. I see you, Jack. I see you, brother. I see you in the space. I see you in the space, brother. I see your crew. I see everything that you guys are doing is bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Let's talk a little bit about XPX, man. Tomorrow we're actually working on something extremely bullish. It's going to bring a lot more eyes. You guys are, best thing to do is go join the Telegram right now. We're definitely going to be getting some more eyes. Some media is being worked on. Some posts are going to be going out. And yeah. But for those who don't know, this is XPX Pay. We are now on Solana. This is not our first time around the block. We started off on the BNB chain, been building for just about 2 years. doing all things payments, Visa cards, Mastercards, non-KYC bill payments, non-KYC gift cards, payroll accounts for business accounts, donation widgets going live on multiple other projects using this as well. We even used the donation widget and went down to Shine the Light, partnered up with them, and raised 500 bucks and fed the homeless here in Las Vegas underneath the tunnels. This is stuff that we're doing and stuff that people can also do. That's the thing with XPX. We're not gatekeeping this stuff. We're getting the word out there for individuals, for businesses, to have a lot of access to a lot of the tools that we've been building over the last close to 2 years. We just got us the Solana side listed on Cappy today. Again, shout out to Cappy today. If you guys are looking to get your project listed, get some more eyes on your project, definitely contact them to not only get your project listed, but as you can see, XPX also has banners up, and I will say that they do work. This is a great platform to get eyes on your project, get you guys trending, and new people to pay attention. It's all about that cross pollination, and XPX has always been focused on that. With our live streams, with our spaces, with how even we operate the business and getting projects on board to use our tools, to just anybody being able to use any individual being able to use our tools without having to jump through no hoop as far as holding this or holding that. So definitely tap into us. Go to xpxpay.com for all your off ramp needs. If you guys got any questions as far as like a business that wants to use our tools, that wants to incorporate some of the things that we're doing, definitely contact me. If you're interested, let us know. But as you guys can see, you guys can come to xpxpay.com, go to Crypto Bill Pay, get your non KYC cards. Right now, currently, you guys can use the Visa card up to $2,500, and this one connects to your mobile wallet. Okay, this one right now we are working on some updates. This one did have the mobile connect, but it will be going back live. So just be patient on that. But you do have the Visa connection is live, and I did some testing yesterday just to push it even further. So this is a brand new program. We really haven't even been talking about it too much. There hasn't been too much media, but before it was only $500. Now it's $2,500, and you guys can connect it to your Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay. So if you're a meme coin millionaire, if you're printing in the trenches, if you're an NFT, flipper and flipping NFTs the right way, scalping the floor, making those gains, or you're somebody in the metaverse that has your store doing fantastically well, and you need a way to have some real world purchasing power. Definitely come over here and check us out, XPX. We're going to be having multiple giveaways on Pump Fun. We're really just laying that foundation right there. And you guys are still early, man. There's people trading it. And I know, like I said, the markets are super sensitive currently right now. And literally while I was sleeping, there's like news of like, you know, the 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 port is closed again and stuff. So it's like, oh my God. So it's like, okay, here we go. And then that puts a lot of fear in the market. And this is Solana, but we got the traders trading, we got the scalpers scalping, you got the teachers, you got the investors investing, you got the whales whaling, and we got a solid play right here. We've already done earlier today. If you guys go look on Pump Fund, we use the create rewards to buy that dip back up. The community step up to buy the dip back up. This is long term. I know a lot of people are not used to seeing the soul play stick around like that or have a full blown community, but join the Telegram, use our tools, watch other projects in the space that are using our tools. Look at the Space Penguins, look at the veteran token, look at all these plays that are out there doing their thing that we're tapped into. So there's a lot of ways where this is going to be getting a lot of eyes. And speaking about getting a lot of eyes, tomorrow's going to be pretty massive for the XPX community. We definitely got to pull up. We got to show up. And you guys are going to see what I'm talking about when the publications go live. But definitely some more eyes are going to be popping up on XPX. Chart is looking really healthy. This is Solana. These are the trenches. And, we got to work as a community, as a team, and move as a unit and understand that this is, more long term. As the creator awards keep stacking up, I'm going to keep buying up. We just did a 20 soul buy. Did some more buys. The community stepped up. Whale stepped up. And we're going to keep stepping up for this, fam. We got the payroll features, creating revenue as well. So is a way for this to continue to push forward. We've been live for 2 years. Last month was 51K in paid orders. This month so far is 17,000 in paid orders. So eventually, when that becomes a daily basis, this is a powerhouse of a project. Obviously, not financial advice. We are building this up, but when you look at all the things that we got, they're right there. They've been used for 2 years, and the brand recognition as far as a go-to place to check these things out is being more and more about XPX, fam. So keep that in mind. Keep tuning in. We're going to talk about your guys' favorite play. We're going to be doing some more giveaways through the live stream, so definitely stay tuned. If you're listening on X, if you're listening on YouTube, jump over to Pump Fun. Go over there. and go into chat, say what's up, and we're on the front page. You're gonna see who we are. And again, like I said, be part of this movement of laying the foundation on Pump Fun. Everybody's talking about being monetized on X, being monetized on YouTube, being monetized on this, that, and the third. But really the future, and we're involved in it, is tokenization. These things being tokenized, and we're seeing, the Facebook MySpace thing happening right before our eyes. We're seeing the Netflix blockbuster happening right before our eyes. We're seeing, Instagram and Facebook right before our eyes. We're seeing TikTok coming out and taking the attention from Instagram and everything like that right before your eyes. And what I'm talking about is the way that people stream and the way that people communicate on Pump Fun with these live streams. You guys, make sure you guys give me a follow on there as well, because I think there's going to come a point where you're going to want to have as many followers as you can, even on Pump Fun, just like how that started off on these other platforms, these other social media platforms. So we're early adopters of what tokenization of your channel, tokenization of your brand, tokenization of whatever you're doing in the real world is going to look like. If you're somebody that's interested in monetization, you're going to see why laying the foundation for XPX, this community, and everybody on Pump Fun is super important, because things will move in that direction. Let's have some fun. Let's shift some gears. I'm going to post this contract address right here in the chat for everybody. Definitely come check us out. Join the Telegram. Say what's up. And yeah, so let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. Hit the little rockets down below, and let's keep moving this thing. Let's go to the next play. Keep the show flowing. This is Whale Miner, man. Shout out to uh, the whole team. Shout out to you know Ben Billion. Shout out to Nera. Shout out to Lisa as well. A lot of these guys were talking about this very early on, and I just want to show you guys that utility plays on Solana are also doing really, really good. And whale miners tapping into what? They're tapping into the prediction market. And we know that that's a new, market that's really hot and picking up a lot of steam with Poly Market, Kalshi. You got Clash Picks. So this is something that's disrupting the market right now that a lot of people should probably be paying attention to. And they're doing the pattern right now. They're on the correction. That's normal in the space, especially when it comes to Solana. But I want to show you guys that they did hit the $5 million market cap, and that is really, really cool. They hit the $5 million market cap. And we know when you break the 5 million, you're going to go dance with 10. You break 10 million, you're going to go dance with 15 and 20. And right now, the markets are not even roaring. The markets are not. So, it's pretty impressive, and I think they deserve a big shout out. That's why we're bringing them up on the show right now, because Whale Miner is literally doing the pattern that we always talk about. Their community's active. They're on fire right now, and they got their tools out where you guys don't have to KYC to use them. And as you guys can see, you guys can bet on this stuff. You guys can bet on this stuff. So go check this out. Do your own research, tap into them. Charts looking really healthy. A lot of these favorite plays right now, you're saying, "Oh my God, it was a $5 million market cap. Oh, XPX is already at all time high. I wish I would have got in at 500K." It's like the market just did a correction. This is those entries that people were just asking for. So definitely pay attention to this play right here as well. Looking really, really, really good. Great community engagement. A lot of great names in the space. I was just in the meeting before the live stream where we brought this play up as well. And yeah, we're going to be next to a lot of big investors tomorrow. We're going to be around a lot of big names. So definitely keep an eye on whale predictions. Okay, fam. Don't sleep on this one right here. And keep an eye on it. The chart says it all. Looking very healthy. Let's go to the website. Whale prediction. First prediction system without KYC created on Telegram. Whale official token, whale prediction system, and whale miner bringing Telegram native games and global no KYC prediction markets to users worldwide through blockchain, Solana, and technology smart contracts. So you guys know that the space is evolving and going in this direction. There's so many different flavors of soda. A lot of people get shy or get too timid, and they don't see that. Hey, they think, Poly Market's doing, I'm good. It's like, here comes Kalshi, here comes Clash Picks, and now everybody's paying attention. I know they are, because this market pays attention to things when they start hitting this $5 million market cap. There's probably whales circling this thing because they're doing the pattern, and I've already got it marked up. You let the markets get hot again, and it starts breaking above 5 million, it's gonna go higher, right? Because this pattern doesn't discriminate whether you're a whale, a dolphin, a utility project, a meme coin, whatever it might be. Matt Fury, a body part, which we've been seeing that be a part of the meta as well. all of that comes down to a community that's willing to hold, right? So 10 million already marked up for this one. This is just a nice little correction. The markets are, like I said, very sensitive. So they see a correction, they're like, oh, let me correct this. And it's like, really, really, you're still super early on a lot of things. You're still super early on a lot of things. All right. So asteroid at 80 mil now. Things are happening, you know? I think that the markets could be I don't know, Saphir, are we back? We're so back. Another notable mention, which we just did a live stream with him, we just did a burn as well. There's gonna be another burn coming up. We're gonna burn another $1,000 of XPX, and also the luxurious lounge is gonna burn $1,000 of the luxurious lounge. So burns are happening back to back. We're getting ready for what's, the markets have been down and out since October 10. Yeah, we've been consolidating for the last 2 months, but markets have been down and out really for the last 2 months. So now we get this opportunity where the markets are feeling a little bit more hot. They're looking exactly right. Things are looking a little bit better. We'll see if it's confirmed even further. We'll see if we're still back. We'll see. Time will tell. This is where we're at. Time will definitely tell. Make sure you guys come over here, give the luxurious lounge a follow. Um, you guys can see over here. Very nice. There you guys go. Getting that guy to burn it would be insane. You got the Bitcoin Vegas giving away a Rolex. What? Nice. Little bit of that bling bling. $1 million market cap. Just crossed it. Thank you. Now it's yeah. Now it gets fun. Now it gets fun. Nice, nice. Bitcoin conference. A lot of fun for sure. Next stop, grind to 5 million. That's the recipe. That's what it comes down to, honestly. That is honestly the recipe, and it goes a little bit higher and a little bit higher. Next, whales are whaling, dolphins are dolphining, and the luxurious lounge is luxurious lounging it. So just keep an eye on this one as well. Do not sleep on it. Check out the videos. He's got some beard oil for you guys as well. You guys see that the whale miners tapped in with him and vice versa. And you guys are seeing this happen right before your guys' eyes, man. Shout out to TK Space. I got some things to bring up with choking as well. And bring up the trolls in space, kind of a little bonus for the stream. We got all the tickers up above, but a little bit of a bonus is looking out for TK and showing off the trolls den as well, right? Right. I mean, super tapped into space, man. And tomorrow, I mean, even more eyes, man. What do you guys see? What do you guys see? But luxurious lounge looking really good, cruising right at $1 million market cap. Same little thing, little dip. Market sees something movement, and they're sent. The markets are touching right now. They're like, you can't even don't even raise your voice at the market right now. It might react to that. You gotta be gentle right now. The market is extremely sensitive. So, but nice little break over the 1 million. And like you said, now grind to 5 million. Let's mark it up for the broski in the space. Working on some cool things with him as well. Not the burns, but some other cool things. These things take time, right? You gotta be patient. Yeah, I mean, talk about trust the process. Even the devs gotta trust the process. It's not just, hey, we're just saying trust the process. Just telling the community and that's it. It's like, no, everybody gotta be in accordance with freaking trusting the process because the markets are still the markets, right? But at 5 million market cap, this is gonna look so tiny to everybody. So next stop, $5 million market cap. People are paying attention to it. People are paying attention to the luxurious lounge. The whales are gonna be circling this and say, "Whoa, probably next leg up. If I ape in, there's some exits right there that I could snatch up really easily." That's the thing. A lot more people start to pay attention when you break 5 million or when you break 1 million to go to 5 million. But even this break on 1 million, it shot it up to almost 1.1. There's like an automatic trading starts to happen the minute you break above that. People are like, whoa, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Right. So keep an eye on this one for sure. It's looking really good. The luxurious lounge where you guys can also bring your play. Go to his show, tap in with him and uh and he says, and everybody says, and I'm saying it with respect, of course, his hot normie wife. So tap in with them, send them a message. asked to be on the show. They're pretty solid. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on the show talking about your play, and this is how you guys can get some more exposure on your project, right? So, bullishness, bullishness, bullishness. Excuse me. Let's talk about the hottest play. Let's call it what it is. It's the big dog on the street. It's been everybody's been LOLing, right? People are still LOL. We're not gonna stop LOL, right? We're not gonna stop that. We're gonna keep texting that. This doesn't just go away because of that. This is just, like I said, a correction in the market. Whether you're the hottest play on Sol or, a small play just getting started, everybody's feeling a little bit of a correction. That's okay. But if you are seeing this at 10 million and you're like, "Oh my god, I missed it. I'm so bullish on it." Why are you not feeling like that now? Now it's on a discount. There's discounts around the board. And this is when you actually look at these plays that have been grinding. But like I said, the markets are super sensitive right now. LOL, on Sol, LOL. This even looks funny because all this stuff. Look at that. LOL on Sol, LOL. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. So LOL doing their thing. They're live on a live show. Look at this right now. LOL 1 month anniversary. Yeah, it's only been 1 month. You gotta, and they're shooting up really nice. They got people are pulling up for it. People are grinding for it. That chat is active nonstop. You go in that chat and it's just making things happen. It is just making things happen. Another boost, okay, nice. Another boost. More eyes on it. More eyes on it. That's for sure. Especially when you're having these breakouts, your little corrections and going right back up. This is for real. Crypto adoption. So true. We're still so early. We're still so early, fam. This is easy, and you could put this on everything. You can put that LOL face on everything, and it just works. It just works. It's known. Everybody gets it. Even the boomers get LOL. Everybody understands LOL. There's no denying that. Look at that, 177 sold buys. Sheesh. I'm telling you, that's the attention you get. Shout out to them, man. There's not a person in the space that if you say LOL, they haven't heard about it. And, that Phantom wallet, tapped into so many normies. That's a tapped into our, you know, the our networks as well, all the spaces that we do, the people that we get in contact with. That's really what it comes down to. So they got a space going on right now, dip getting ready to be eaten, bouncing off. It's at $2.8 million market cap. They're gonna LOL back up there. And if they break that 10 million, it's the same thing that we always talk about. Whether it's LOL or this or that, when you got a community thriving like that and people pushing, they're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. Body part narrative. Yep, 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 exactly. So pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Everybody knows this one. Everybody's been talking about this. Not a gonna bring it up. Oh, no, I haven't heard of it. What? LOL. The what we type or the meme coin? No. So they're doing a good job at that. It's something that we've been paying attention to. Next, we're gonna go to the Teary fam. Let's go to the Teary fam. Up here in the ticker for sure. Look at Teary. Woo! Look at Teary breakout. Look at Teary on the breakout. Whoa. Whoa, look at Teary. No crying in the casino became a real movement. Whoa. Back to 300K, down to all the way down to 15K, back to 300K. And that's the power of Soul too. Like, man, you can come back with a community hard because Solana swings, right? And man, they swing this thing right back up. Man, let's go over here to their X account. Notable mentions, everybody. Oh, they're gonna probably I mean, there's X has been going crazy with suspensions. X has been going crazy with suspensions. They've been they man, and this is not nothing. It's just seems like they're out to get everybody. Out to get everybody, right? It's crazy what's been going on. It's actually pretty wild. But I do wanna say shout out to the Teary fam. Come over here to the Teary website, Teary.framer.ai. Learn more about Teary. Go check out Ben Billions. Go check out Lisa. Go check out Crypto Nira. Get tapped in. You're gonna see the spaces raw and uncut, extremely bullish. You definitely don't wanna miss out. And they're right. They broke all-time high just recently. So 356 is an all-time high. They're on a correction. It happens. It literally happens in this space. It happens in this space, right? So, um, pretty amazing, actually, pretty amazing to see what, dedicated people can do and get this to literally right back around to, now hitting all-time highs again. So all this paper handing was wrong answer. They just hit all-time high. What the heck? So shout out to the Teary fam. No crying in the casino. There you guys go, man. I mean, that's a narrative in itself. That's a narrative in itself right there. Extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Seeing and just to see communities just like get that momentum that they've been fighting for. Like, man, I've been grinding for this nonstop. I've been grinding for this nonstop. So, yeah, super bullish. Let's do one more shill on XPX, is of course, and all of Smart DeFi. For those who don't know, we this is where we started off 2 years ago. On the BNB side, we have 60 BNB asset backing. So this one's at 114 on the BNB side. This is also a great entry right now. If you're a BNB listener and you love BNB, you definitely want to come over to smartdefi.com. Check out Noma Token. Check out the Space Penguins. Check out Fect Token. Look at the plays. The Penguins are using the donation widget as well. They're actually doing everything they said they're going to do. Go to their website and check it out. So go over to the Space Penguins, click on their website, go to their X. Go over to Noma Token, click on their website, click on their X. Go over to XPX, click on their website, click on their X, and learn about what Smart DeFi is all about. If you're interested in staking, if you're interested in having the assets backed by BNB, where you can take 30-day interest-free loans, you definitely want to check out this platform. And in the coming months, they're going to be coming out with something really cool. And I know the marketing machine is going to turn on when that happens, right? So yeah, come over here, check everything out, not just give XPX a look, but check out the Space Penguins, check out Noma Token, and check us out on the BNB chain. You guys can see, even at 114K market cap, there's 62% of the supply staked, fam. So there's a substantial amount of XPX stake put away, and we're gonna grind this right back up, and we're gonna on both chains, right? We're not just selling Coca-Cola at McDonald's. Saphir, thank you for this one. We're selling Coca-Cola at Burger King, at Taco Bell. We're selling Coca-Cola everywhere. And we're going to sell XPX on the BNB chain and on the Solana chain to get maximum exposure on this project, the utilities that we have, and even some of our friends in the space, the Space Penguins, Noma Token, the gorillas in the space, letting everybody know, like, hey, we're here to make some noise, to really bring everybody to take a look at what we're doing over here, not just as a project, but as an ecosystem, cohesive ecosystem. So, you guys are extremely early. Like I said, we're super tapped into the space. You guys don't want to miss out on this play for sure. Let's do another giveaway for all of those who are listening. I have the number already. You have to be over on pump one, 1 through 100. Let's go ahead and pick some numbers. Let's go. Catalorian making big moves. We can check out Catalorian for sure. Check out Catalorian. Man, we got that one early when it came on to the scene, tapped in with that community as well, but it is coming back to life, and man, that's a notable mention. Why not, brother? And let the Catalorian family know, like, don't be shy, come over here, pull up, show some love. We're laying this is the foundation being set. We have our first winner. We have our first winner. The number was 32. Shout out to them right there. I mean, sunshine. I want my sunshine. I heard that. I heard that. Very nice. We're gonna do another giveaway. I know we did a little bit than giveaways, but we're gonna do another one as well. Let's go to Catalorian. Catalorian. Cata I mean, it's got a ring to it. Don't get it twisted, man. Catalorian sounds like it belongs. And, yeah, check that out. That's something going on, and we got into this when this thing before all that AI imaging was even hot. We got into this super early, and it ran up. The pattern has existed for a while. That's the thing I've been telling everybody is like, we want a pattern too. The pattern's been out and about, showing itself for quite a while, actually. We're talking about October last year, September last year, you know, I look at that $5 million market cap, breaking it, went up to 8.3, came back down. So, yeah, sure, that's fine. Went up to 5, trying to go up there again. Up to 5, explosion. Just diamond hand the thing and push it higher. That's all you gotta do. Because once you explode past certain of these market caps, things just go higher. What was the next? Not even a stop. It just kinda blew right past that, especially with some, cat narrative, Elon narrative all mixed into that. That's something that, we do gotta say, right? So, this thing starts pumping back up into the $1,000,000 market caps little by little by little, and if it breaks 5,000,000 again, you think that it's not gonna get access to 10,000,000? You think it's gonna say, and I'm telling you, see, this has been across the board. Don't feel like you're being singled out, everybody. Don't feel like you're being singled out because if you look, this is happening across the board. Accounts are being suspended, all right? So this is just happening in the space. Um, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, fam. This is just X doing what X is doing right now. But shout out to Catalorian. Shout out to the Catalorian fam. Definitely been tapped in with them. You guys can see, maybe we have that story and another, some more proof to how when projects break these certain market caps, whether they're doing it from a comeback or whether they're doing it for the first time, that the market responds to that the market checks that out, that the market says, "Wait a minute, we're so back," right? So you definitely gotta keep that in mind when you're, not just looking at the chart, but also checking out the community. How bullish are they? And, do they have a narrative strong enough to push towards, those heights that once you do, things break out. I don't know who made the rules up. I don't know. Do you look how when we got back underneath 5,000,000, you could lose some steam underneath there. But anything under the 5,000,000, you get back over 5,000,000, you're getting people to pay attention. And we can show that example time and time again because it's just there. And we got our little 1,000,000 right there, then we go higher. We got our little 5,000,000 marked up. We might as well mark up our 10,000,000. What do you say, XPX? Just mark that up right there. The pattern is there. Like, everybody has, you know, access to that pattern. So shout out to Cappy today again. It's important to mention this. Go over to Cappy today if you're a project that wants to get listed on this. Let them know Rico Moneyback sent it over. Sent you guys over like that. You guys can get some speedy processing and get it all done super fast, so you guys can be listed on here. Ask them about their marketing stuff. How can you get more eyes on your project? And another one that I think we should, of course, mention, shout out to the Kendu fam. Is come over to MoonTube. Come over here to MoonTube. Get your project listed on here. Don't just list on one platform and think that's it. That's good enough. Keep listing your project here, keep listing your project there. Take it to the next level, whether it's your utilities that you're pushing out, whether it's just a project, whether you're getting your community to engage and get those upvotes. So like that, you're trending up on the top and you can get exposure to the Kendu fam. You can get exposure to Crowwood Knife. You can get exposure to all the new projects that are listed on here and also their communities for doing this cross-pollination platform called MoonTube. Come check it out. Don't miss out, fam. All right, this is the easy stuff. This is low hanging fruit that you guys can just get these things knocked off. Get on Captain today. Get on MoonTube. Get on the Spaces. Get on your Telegram. The markets are, still figuring things out. There's still corrections, but it's almost a time to have that ball somewhat rolling right now, so that when the markets are roaring again, you don't have to hurry up and wait to get ready. Right? You're already ready, so like that, you don't have to get ready. And I think that's where we're at in the market. You're seeing a lot of people kind of, at the very least, do some of the low hanging fruit, getting those spaces going, doing VCs on the Telegram, hanging out with the communities. It's been the sentiment has been a lot better compared to what it was a few weeks ago. And you know what? It feels good. And there's nothing wrong with feeling a little bit good. We're still cautious. We still understand that the market can do this, the market can do that. But at the end of the day, it is nice to see everybody, happy again, having a good time. And we'll keep an eye on the higher time frames. We'll keep an eye on what's going on up here as far as the daily chart, breaking the 200. But the 4 hour is looking like, hey, we're still in this bullish trend. You look at the overall market, we're still, looking pretty good. How long? We don't know. We're just tracking price. We're not really looking super in the future of it, although we do dance with it for sure, let's be honest. If it does this, then it does that type of scenario, but right now the markets are looking a lot better. Let's do one more giveaway because you guys are absolutely amazing in the chat. You guys tuning in with me, and now we got to make some things shake. Get that broadcast out on X as well while doing the live stream on Pump Fun, while doing the YouTube. And like I said, if we can bring some of the people that see us on X and maybe the broadcast, gets their attention, they can also come to Pump Fun, and we can start to lay that foundation on Pump Fun, right? When we're coming over to the homepage live streams that were right up here with most viewers. We had a whole space, 100 viewers right here, highest market cap. This is how we get tapped into new eyes that we usually don't get a chance to tap into because people are coming to pumpfun.com. This is one of the hottest platforms. So on one of the hottest platforms, we get to see our community being seen, our project being seen, our utilities being seen right here on the front page of one of the hottest platforms that's constantly, marketing this thing on a regular basis. So, I want you guys to bring your projects onto the stream where you guys can share the stage. And like I said, bring your community. I bring my community. We bring a several amount of communities. We make this thing shake. We got 100 viewers, eventually 1,000 viewers. People are gonna be like, "Whoa, what's going on over here? What projects are they talking about? How are they collaborating?" Because this is really kind of really normal. You're seeing a lot of normal people. They don't know we can pull up and spam the chat with emojis and things like that, right? So let's do 1 through 100 right now. I have the number. Let's go ahead and spam it in the chat. Pump fun. Welcome in if you guys are new. Let's have some fun right now. Okay, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. I gotta scroll and catch up because you guys were going fast and there was like a delay. But we got the stream and it sounds good. Everything's working. Mic is good. Stream oh, we got our winner, Soul Dads. This guy. Jeez. Number was 12. How many viewers we got? That's how many viewers we got on the stream right now. So I picked 12. Soul Dads loading up on XPX back to back. Whether it's on the chart, whether it's in the streams, he's been winning back to back. And diamond hand holders, people are winning. We've already probably gave away more than $500 on these streams. If you guys are listening to this later on, you definitely want to tap in. Go back and watch all the videos on Pump Fun of us just constantly doing these giveaways. And we got another burn coming up, so you're winning these giveaways, and you're also being able to, get some value out of that because the burns will keep stacking up. They will create a supply shock, and that's going to be pretty bullish for everybody. So extremely excited for what we got going on. We are also, let me do another notable mention. He is in a space right now. This guy's working overtime on the overtime. Let me refresh. Come over here and give TK some love as well. Give him a follow at the Troll King XPX, where the Trolls In happens. 91 people tuned in. There's the mega space coming up where people are going to talk about different countries. So everybody's welcome. Just showing you guys that this is a vibe because everybody's welcome. Everybody gets a chance to speak up, have some fun together, talk about what we love about crypto, talk about, your favorite project, talk about, where you're from. We share some of our culture, share some laughs, share some smiles. And that's what it's all supposed to be about. And at the same time, we get eyes on our project because these are people from all around the world tuning in to the Trolls and the Mega Space, which is coming up. So make sure you guys don't miss out on that. That's going to be coming up April. What? April, no, not this one, not this one. There's gonna be a mega space coming up, though. There's gonna be a mega space. This was a happy Trolls Den family and friend space, but there's gonna be a mega space coming up that you guys don't wanna miss out on. It's definitely gonna be a vibe. So I appreciate you guys all pulling up. This was a very solid stream, one of our first streams that we got to do as far as on X and bringing some of the X family and getting some eyes on the pump fun stuff that we're doing over here, laying that foundation, which is super bullish. This is just the start of many good things to come. Let's keep growing, not just on YouTube, not just on X, but now let's grow on Pump Fun, where the giveaways are happening back to back, super easy to send. Sending it straight to your wallet, and it's just us laying the foundation on Pump Fun. When people come back and watch these videos, when people keep tuning in, they see the type of chat that we have compared to the other ones. they're gonna come and wanna find out more about the whale miner, more about the luxurious lounge, more about XPX, more about these communities that are willing to pull up and share the vibes in the space, whether the markets are green or red, we're still vibing no matter what. We love this space. This is our .com moment. Let's stay locked in. You know, make sure that you guys keep grinding with us. Go look, we just did a 20 soul buyback. You know, that's going to be getting burned as well. So just stay tuned in because, like I said, it's still very, 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 very early. Extremely, extremely early. The markets are just knee jerk reaction. Very easy to get out of the market right now because things are still a little bit tense. We're still our shoulders are still not relaxed all the way yet. You know, and that's going to be coming in the future. So just stay locked in, grind for your favorite communities, and yeah, don't fade this thing. Don't fade your space. Don't fade your bag. Don't fade your community. Don't fade all the shilling you've done, all the rating you've done. You know, this is part of the market. You know, life is like the seasons. You know, there's winter, there's spring, there's all these things. So it can't just be roaring all the time. But I think we're getting really close to where things get really exciting in the market again. Like I've been saying for a while, considering all things going on, the market has been consolidating, even with talks of nukes, even with talks of scary other words, war, tensions here, tensions there. That if a lot of that stuff keeps clearing up, more ceasefire, more clarity acts, more calming that down, the port being completely open, oil prices keep coming down. That's a perfect little combination that is not going to happen overnight, but it will start the momentum slowly to get, you know, not just XPX and your favorite project going up, but the overall sentiment of the market where people feel more bullish and a little bit more willing to, hey, you know what, I'm going to ape in even more because it seems like the whole market's hot. I don't want to miss up on this run because when everything starts to run up, Bitcoin is the rising tide that raises all the ships. So keep that in mind. That tide is going up little by little. Get your bags of XPX now. Check out your soul mine or your whale miner, your luxurious lounge, your peak, just the all-time high. That's bullish. Take a look at LOL. Everybody knows about that play, and right now it's on a good discount. So if you're bullish on it at 10 million, don't know how you won't be bullish on it at 2.8 million. Okay, the market's correct, everything correct, and it goes right back up just like XP. So thank you guys for pulling up. Super bullish space. Shout out to all the winners. Congratulations on the giveaways. More to come. Don't miss out. Possibly one tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe you stood tuned into the very end. But some big news coming out right around the corner. XPX, stay tuned. Keep your bell notifications lit. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back. Take a breath with me. Abundance money. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later, fam.
So your bag's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off. And you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody